What is going on, guys? It is Ty the Jeep Guy, and welcome to a windy Saturday. So we've been working really hard putting together a 4x4 101 for our community here. The trail's open in roughly 2 to 3 weeks, and we figured to get ahead of the game this year and do a little how-to class for a lot of the folks that really don't know, a lot of the new Jeepers, 4x4s, and UTVers. So we're out here at Bethel Church, where we've got everything set up, and I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough. Got the Forest Service here selling passes. We've got a winching demonstration set up. We got kind of a club area set up right in the corner. All the way in the far corner over there, we got the fire department. And coming on down,
yeah, I don't know what it was.
we've got our 4x4 necessities set up right over here as well. So it looks like it's going to be a busy day.
And four-wheeling is gaining traction in the hills. It's driven the Forest Service and local groups to educate new riders on treading cautiously, and drove our Jeffrey Lindblom to get the details.
The hills invite people to start their engines. The four-wheeler community is growing in South Dakota, especially over the last year, and all of the interest has sparked an urge for some local riding groups to educate people on how to tread wisely.
We're seeing how busy the trails are getting out here in the hills. I think we decided it was time to take action and take initiative and try and put something together to show new 4x4 enthusiasts some of the basics of getting out.
The groups are teaching the public how to winch and recover, and what things to bring with you when you go out. There's no particular ignition to this hobby. The key of interest can be found in just about anyone.
I used to do a lot of off-road riding, and I got old and lazy, and I wanted a way to get outside and not be dead at the end of the day, and so I started getting into Jeeping.
It's just like if you give a mouse a cookie, you go out four-wheeling once and you're like, well, now I need a lift kit and rock sliders, and then you get stuck and you need a winch, and then all of a sudden it turned into its own hobby for me.
The high volume of trail usage has gotten the attention of the National Forest Service.
What we see is trail damage and things with people who are just not educated as well as they should be for proper trail use, as we call it, tread lightly.
The Forest Service would like to see more trail etiquette, like leaving gates the way that you found them, open or closed, going through mud holes instead of around them, yielding to uphill traffic when you're traveling downward, and always to horses. But above all else,
The biggest thing is to stick to the trails.
some trails are open seasonally and others are year-round. But to prevent damage to the forest, stay on them.
Yes, it's public lands. It means it's all of ours. We all get to use it. But in the broad spectrum of things, it's everybody's. And so we want it kept in good condition for people and generations to come.
Jeffrey Lindblom, Black Hills, Fox News.
Hey, I ain't got nothing. All right, guys, well, it is the next day, and we're out here on just a little dirt road outside of Custer here. So I decided I wanted to get out on a couple trails that I enjoy running, some easy stuff that's open currently. We're gonna go try and find the Glady Nell's mine and possibly a Dakota Feldspar mine, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go air down the tires on Judith, and we'll get on the road. So I've hit a kind of uphill section here, and there's a pretty deep snowdrift. Usually I'd turn around, but I had a couple trees right up here, that one, and then I had a couple little ones that I could kind of go off of. I got a bigger one here too that I think if I were to get stuck, I'm gonna winch from them, but I'm gonna go ahead and set you up so you can at least watch what's going on. So here's to hoping. I'm not exactly certain what I did wrong. I know I did something wrong, and I'm sure when I go back and watch this video, I'll learn. And that's the great experience about this, is I'm going to learn. I'm not stuck, but if you look, my back tire has fallen completely off the trail. My tires are gonna spin, and I would rather take the time to hook up my winch to one of these trees and pull myself back onto the trail rather than sit there and just rut up everything off the trail. So I'm gonna get the winch set up. You guys know how much I love using this Smittybilt winch, so let's get her set up. So I got my winch set up. I got my tree strap at the lowest point of the thickest tree. I got my face of the hook facing down. I got weight on there. I got a beautiful view. Alright, so we just made it to the Glady Nell's mine. It's off of Forest Service Road out here. It's a gold mine. It was a pretty big producer back in the day. I was going to try and track down where the old mill is, but the area that I think it is in is on private property now, unfortunately, and it looks like it's been tore down. But overall, the mine itself is really cool. There's like 3 or 4 tunnels. There's one huge one, however, it's all snowed in right now, and I don't want to walk on top of that snow and risk kind of falling through. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some shots of it and keep on going. There's one more spot I want to check out, and then we'll probably call it a day. Like I said in this video, I just kind of wanted to get out, explore, and take it easy. So we'll get back on the trail.
The thrill of the wild. One vehicle captures that feeling with the strength and agility to master most any terrain. Nothing stands in its way. Jeep, like nothing you've ever driven.
There's a feeling